All right, good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. It's great to see you all today. I hope everybody had a good weekend. So this week, we're going to do all kinds of things. And the first thing we're going to be talking about is value. So there's two different kinds of value. The value of money. So the value of this is $1. I could also say that this pen has a value. So maybe the value of the pen is $1, and then I could use this dollar to pay for the pen. There's another kind of value, and some of you guys might remember this, but value can also be how light or how dark something is. So in artwork, usually if there's any kind of shading, there is a change in value. So you guys might remember, oh, so long ago, we made this landscape when I was outside, and I showed you how to do it with, we did watercolor, we did crayon, and then I showed you how to do it if we were just doing black and white. So the way that we showed the difference between the foreground, the middle ground, and the background was by showing different values with just a pencil. So we didn't need color to show the different parts of that. Oh, sorry. Hello? Sorry, guys, this is really important. Oh, no way. Are you sure? What time? Okay, that sounds good. Oh my gosh, they're gonna be so excited. All right, see you soon. Bye. Bye. Sorry for the interruption. I think we might have to take a little break from this. So I'll just review really quick. Value just means how light or dark something is if we're talking about art. And of course, there's also the other way to think about value, which is money, how much something is worth. Now, I'll be right back. I have a big surprise for you guys. We'll continue. I know you're really curious about what we're going to be doing with value today, but I think you're going to be really excited about what's coming up next. So I'll be right back.
And we're live in 5, 4, 3. Oh, I started 3 seconds ago. All right, Coach Angel, it is so good to see you. I cannot believe that you're here with us today. This is like the best Monday ever. So guys, Coach Angel is not only going to do a little interview, Miss Smith has a whole bunch of questions to ask him, but then he's going to teach you how to do a painting. So I am so excited. We haven't seen Coach Angel in a really long time. So Coach Angel, how are you?
I'm good. I've been doing really good. Just relaxing at home on this Monday. Yeah. I've been really good, Miss Smith. How have you been?
I'm great. I'm having so much fun. I know you've seen my my YouTube videos. We're having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, I saw you're a princess at one of them.
I have been many princesses. Yep. Taking away on costumes because I have to teach a Zumba class later.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, what have you been doing to stay busy when you've been in isolation for so long?
You know, I've been spending a lot of time with my nephews. I've had them over and just playing in our backyard. We just got this beautiful new house that I got last year in November. Just perfect timing. So
question, do you wear a mask when your nephews come over?
Not when my nephews come over. So I have them over with me all the time. I'll have to wear a mask when I go out, though. If I go out to the store or anywhere else like that. And I'll sanitize things like when I get back to the house, just to be safe. Just because I want to keep them safe.
Yeah, I just wanted to start. Okay, go ahead. What have you been doing?
So, yeah, that's been nice. We'll have them over for a couple of days. They'll hang out with us. I've been doing a lot of paintings, and a lot of logos. So that's been really cool. Logos I do on the computer, and maybe I'll show Miss Smith one of those later for everybody to see. What? hmm So that's been nice. I've just been doing a lot of art, spending time with my nephews. And I've also been spending time with a very special woman for me, and her name is Betty. Oh, yeah.
Wait. Coach Angel has a girlfriend?
What? Who said that?
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Congratulations. That's so exciting. Everybody was wondering when.
Oh, everyone? Oh, everyone was? Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll show you guys a picture of her. And that's her and her daughter right there.
Oh, she's beautiful. And she has a daughter. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm handsome too. Thank you. But anyway, hopefully I could bring her over to meet everybody one day. That would be very nice.
So we could do an interview with her next.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll tell her about it.
All right. Does she like to dress up in costumes?
Mm-mm. Do you say dress up in costumes?
Costumes, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have a wig I can wear, and I got these pretty cool sunglasses. I'll surprise you guys. But she's an artist too.
Okay. Oh, really?
She is. I'll show you guys some of her paintings later.
Awesome. Can you show us some of your paintings right now?
Sure can. Let's take a little tour around Casa de Angel, Coach Angel. Here we go. Ready?
Boy, this is so exciting.
So that's a painting I did for my church. And if you notice, me and Betty actually painted my whole room, and we did a geometric scale throughout the whole thing. Now here's a painting I did that's going to be a little familiar when you guys do your art project with a video I did. And here's one more. I'm going to bring you guys over to this room. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here's a little painting of Phoenix, Arizona. And here's one of the graphic logos I made and I put onto a canvas. Now, are you guys ready to take a trip into the other room, the paint room?
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. So here's a painting that I made a little while ago. He's a rapper named Chance the Rapper. Another painting I did. There's a couple others. Here's a picture I made of Mr. Morrison.
Oh, you saw that.
Oh, sorry, not Mr. Morrison. You guys probably know him. Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood. And here's a little art project you guys are going to be doing pretty soon. Now, I did tell you guys I'll show you some paintings that Betty did, because she's an amazing artist too. So here's some of hers.
Oh. Oh my gosh, did you see our lesson?
Which one?
So cool. We did a Mickey Mouse lesson last week.
What? No way.
Mickey actually showed up. We had a special guest appearance.
No.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to meet Mickey Mouse. It
Well,
was one of my greatest dreams.
kind of missed the boat, but
Dang. Next time. If you guys get Goofy, let me know, because I would love to meet Goofy.
to be goofy or be goofy?
Either or.
Always a jokester, Coach Angel.
Pretty much, it's just a lifestyle.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think we've all missed Coach Angel's laugh, right? Like his
Yeah. We're done here. We're done here.
Okay, ready for the next question?
Oh, I'm ready. Bring it. Bring it.
A really important one.
Ooh.
What do you miss the most about Synergy? Because we miss you a lot. What do you miss about us? I mean, I know you miss a lot of things about me, but like other people that are kind of important too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Thank you for answering part of my question there. Okay, that's a hard question because it's not what do I miss most? I miss everything. I miss the students, of course. I miss all of you a lot. I miss all my friends that I worked with. Miss Smith included with that one. You guys know. Yeah. I miss the school. I miss hanging out with everybody over there. I just miss the whole environment. I really do miss hanging out with Synergy and spending time with everybody. Maybe I can stop by a couple days and I don't know, we'll play a game of dodgeball or maybe some Foursquare, have some fun. That would be pretty cool.
I think everyone would like that a lot. You know what I miss about you, Coach Angel?
My laugh.
That. And remember when you used to come in and cut things out for me so they were ready for the students? That was like the highlight of your day. Every day was helping Miss Smith. We painted things together. No.
I don't know. I can remember the painting things, but I don't remember the cutting out things.
Yeah. You kind of stopped stopping by my room after a little while. I was a little confused about that.
I got busy.
So you miss everything, what you're saying. You cry yourself to sleep every night.
Every night.
You can't understand. It's not there. Neither can we. Miss you a lot. Okay, so this week on Synergy Distance Art, we're going to be talking about like how it can be kind of hard to be an artist, how, you know, it's a struggle for me. Coach Angel always does more paintings than me because I find a million other things to do besides, not because I don't like painting, but because it's hard. And we're going to talk about making mistakes too. So I wanted to ask you, Coach, like, do you ever make mistakes in your painting, or are you like just an amazing, talented, perfect artist and you never mess up?
I wish. If anyone ever tells you that they don't make mistakes, totally not true. There's so many paintings. I can tell you I've created more paintings with mistakes than more paintings I've completed. There's like a lot I've discontinued, a lot I've thrown away. And that was a lot because I just wanted to learn how to do a certain drawing or technique or paint a certain way. And when I'd make those mistakes, first couple of times I would get frustrated and I would get pretty mad and I wouldn't want to paint anymore. I'll put everything away. I stop for a couple of days and then I think to myself, okay, this is something I love to do. If I'm going to make a mistake, then I might as well learn from it. It's like what the famous painter Bob Ross says. We don't make mistakes, we make happy accidents.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Bob Ross. Remember when he substituted for me last year? Remember?
Oh, I remember that.
I got him again. He's a great guy. Great guy. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you make mistakes and you learn from them.
That's right.
Wow. I might need to take that advice because sometimes I make a mistake and I get frustrated and then I go, done. This is over. I'm a terrible painter. Yeah, tough.
Can't believe it. The great Miss Smith. No.
Yep. So what would you give if, I know there's a lot of boys and girls at Synergy that say, I want to be an artist, or my favorite, I want to be an art teacher. But what advice could you give them if they want to be an artist, if they want to go on and like you, they want to be like you and make art when they're older and maybe sell it too?
Ooh. Well, that's a really good question. I have a friend who actually paints art around the world. And so he goes to different countries, different states, and different places, and people pay him to paint on their walls, in their homes, or on buildings. He's pretty amazing. And one piece of advice I got from him a couple years ago was when I kept trying to do different types of art. I kept trying to draw people, draw landscapes, use different paintings techniques. So I'd use paints like acrylic, paints like oil paints, watercolors. And I found that it was really hard for me when I use certain type of paintings or different images. Those things were pretty hard, and I was starting to get frustrated. I didn't understand why I couldn't do it, and I didn't feel like I was an artist. But a friend of mine, the guy I was just telling you guys about, he encouraged me to focus on my strong area of art, the area that I do the best. And so when I did that, I got better and better. And I honestly love painting again. I can believe that I'm an awesome artist, and it's something I love to do. And this is a painting my friend actually gave to me, who told me that advice. So I did a prints that he made. But one advice I would give you is don't give up. Find the art technique that you like the most, images that you like to do, and drawings that you like to create, and keep doing it. You'll keep getting better and better each day.
Wow, thank you, Coach. That's really good advice. I think I might even be able to learn your advice. So what's your favorite thing to paint?
Ooh, okay. My favorite thing to paint would be people. So I love painting people now. It used to be drawings of like animals and like landscapes, but I love painting people now. So if I see someone I really like, or a really cool famous singer or an actor, and I'll be like, you know what, I want to paint that person. And so I'll do a little painting of them, and that's something that makes me happy to do. So it's something that I want to do and I like to do. That's what I love to do, paint people.
So there's one famous person that like everybody knows who you haven't done a portrait of yet.
Oh, Vermeer. I gotta do a painting of Vermeer. Yeah. Wait, who'd you have in mind?
I'll tell you later. It's a pretty big deal, but
Oh. Might have went over my head.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach. Those are all my questions. So I may ask some students today to comment our stream on our page, and they might have more questions for you. So would you be willing to answer those? Maybe I could send them to you and you could let me know your answers.
Ready for this? Like it. I'd love to. Bring the questions over.
I don't think anyone ever wanted to see your face that close up, but we have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be able to get that close to your face, except, oh, I bet one person did. So thanks.
Ooh.
All right, Coach Angel, I hope you keep laughing. And I can't wait to see what the kids want to know about you too. Just appropriate questions, guys.
True. Yeah.
All right. Any last messages for us?
Follow your dreams.
All right, bye.
I miss and love you all. Yeah.
Aw, we love you too. Have a good day, Coach.
You too.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, so quick little break. I know you guys are excited to see what Coach Angel is going to be teaching you how to do in painting, but I want to go over one thing. He is going to be using paint, and I know not all of you have paint at home, so I just want to show you how, even if you just have paper and pencil at home, how you can still create the landscape that he's going to show you how to make. So what we're going to learn about is the element of value, which I started to talk about with you guys before I heard from Coach. And then we're going to use different values when you shade or you color your landscape that he's going to show you how to make. Okay, so value is an element of art, something we use in artwork, and the technical definition is the luminosity, which really just means how light or dark something is in a picture. So this is a value scale. You can see it starts out white and then it gets darker and darker and darker and darker and darker. So that is the range from light to dark. That is value. This is a value scale, so this is just something that shows what the lightest value is, and it gradually goes to the darkest. And here's an example of just a black and white drawing that shows many, many different values. It uses the whole value scale. It has bright, bright white, and it goes all the way in the shadow to very, very dark black. And what we can see with value is important if we want artwork to look three-dimensional. So value can be used when we are trying to show shadows or highlights. So you can see that yellow circle, just think of that as a light bulb or as the sun, and where that sun or light hits first, where it shines the most, is the highlight. So the value there would be the lightest. Then where most of the light is blocked is going to be shadow, and that's where the value is going to be the darkest. Okay, so spoiler alert, Coach Angel is going to teach you how to paint something that has mountains in it. And even he is going to be using with his paint, he's going to be mixing different values of paint to show that some of the mountains are closer and some of them are further away. So you can see in these, the mountains that are closer are darker, and as they go back, they get lighter. So they go from a darker value to a lighter value. So in this painting, you can see also the green in the front is the darkest value, and as the mountains go back, it gets lighter. Okay, so going back to this, I know I showed you this earlier, but again, I just want to show you how the value changes. So this was just with pencil. I have one other example that I actually did. This is a painting I'm going to keep working on with, and I'll show you guys how it comes out. But this is also mountains, and you can see the shadows up here in the front are darker. I also use kind of brighter colors. And back here you can see the lightest kind of gray color is the mountains that are the furthest away. So there I'm also using different values to try to show space, to try to show that some things are closer and some things are further away. Okay, and I have my own value scale that I made. The only thing you're going to do to create different values, if I want something to be really, really dark, and I have a colored pencil, but you could do this with a regular pencil. So if I want it to be really dark value, I'm just going to color with the lines really close together. Then if I start to pull up, not press quite so hard on my pencil, then I'm going to get a little bit lighter of a value. And I can make this really gradual by slowly pressing down and then easing up on it lighter and lighter. And then I'm going to press even less, 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 and less until I get to white. You could do that if you have colored pencils. With markers, it is a little bit harder, but you can. What color? Let's say I was using this blue marker, and this would be my darkest value if I was just using this one color. What I can do is something called hatching, and that just means that you can go up and down, or you can do sideways, or you can do cross hatching. Just going to show you, that would just mean that I'm going to make lines. And the closer together the lines are, the darker the value is going to be. My marker's also running out a little bit, so that kind of helps me. Okay, and then if I wanted to do those same kind of marks, if I just make them further apart, then it's going to get lighter. Here. A little bit harder with marker. Some other ways that you can hatch. So I was just doing this simple hatching, not like an egg, but I could also do cross hatching, which means that I do those diagonal lines and then I cross over them. And then I could do the same thing to make it lighter. I'm just going to make the lines a little bit further apart as I go. Another way that you can hatch that I like is called stippling, and it just means making little dots. So some of you learned about pointillism. It's kind of like that. So if my dots are really close together, I'm going to have a darker value. Make a lot of dots. You know what? If it's going to be all the way black, you don't even have to make the dots. So I'll make my darkest there, so you're not going to see any dots. Okay, and then as I want a lighter value, I can make the dots further apart. Okay, so we have, I'll write these in so you guys remember next year. I have hatching, I have cross hatching, I have stippling, and I'm running out of room for the last one, which is kind of fun, so let's do it up here. This one is called scumbling, and it's basically just kind of like scribbling. So that would look like this. So again, I can just try to color in this whole thing. That's the darkest value. Scumbling is just, I'm going to do it up here, is just kind of like a scribbling like that. Not going to look like that in my value scale, obviously. I'm going to put little circles there, a little closer together, and then a little further apart, and a little further apart, a little further apart. Look how that looks. Okay, so if you want to use any of these techniques for adding value on your painting, so if you don't have paints and you want to use one of these other techniques to color in, those are just some options for you. And now I will set you free to see what Coach Angel is gonna do with you. So excited.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mr. Angel. Hoping you guys are all doing good. Also, I wanted to do a quick little tutorial of landscape painting. So we're going to do a simple landscape and we're going to draw it out together and we're going to paint it. So let's have some fun. These out the way. And let's start with this. If any of you are wondering, I got this canvas right here from the dollar store. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I know. So what you're going to want to do to start off with this for this painting is to make sure you have a ruler. So these rulers are just to help you make a straight line If you have something else that can make something really straight, then by all means use it. So we're going to start by making some straight lines on our paper, canvas, to make the image of some mountains. If it's a little squiggly, that's okay. I think we'll make 3 little mountains, just like that. Okay. So now that we got our mountains sketched out, I want to go ahead and make a sun as well. So the way we're going to make our sun, we're going to make a semicircle. Now a semicircle is, instead of using a full circle, you're just going to use half of that circle. So luckily I have something here that I can use to make half of a circle. So I'm going to use this cap that I have from one of my paints to make that semicircle. If you guys don't have a circle, it's okay. You can just freehand it if you like. I'm just using this cap because it's a little easier. Here's my semicircle. Now, we're going to start coloring these mountains. Then next, we're going to color in this sun. After that, we're going to color in the rest up here on top. We're going to color in the sky a light teal blue. And if you want, you can make some clouds and draw some outlines to it. So clouds are pretty easy. What you can do is make a real simple cloud. Just make a straight line going out. And you're going to make some little circles I was telling you about, the semicircles. But instead of completing it and going all the way down, stop halfway. Do that again, but extend it out a little further. One more time, further out. Let's make one more big cloud over here on this side. Just make it look a little nice. Semicircle, semicircle, and straight up. Okay, let's start painting. So I got a couple simple paintbrushes just to help out with this. Now, the way we're going to paint these mountains first, we're going to start with a dark color for the mountain that's closest to us. And then, going back further, the mountain that's furthest from us is going to be the lightest color. So, let's go and start that. I got a little brush here, so it'll take a little longer to paint, which is okay. So as long as you're doing good. Now if you notice, my brush has a little angle on it, just right here on top. Now it's better to get into the corners like this one here where my finger's touching, and just to smooth it right out, like this. Now if you haven't noticed yet, the paint I'm using right now is kind of see-through, which is okay. If it's see-through, that means you just got to put another layer of paint over it. So you use as much as you can from that piece. Another little dollop over. Spread it out. Again, do you see how I'm using this edge right here? It's very helpful in these types of paintings. gonna keep coloring this for a little while. Don't feel like you have to speed through this either. Take your time, do it as you like. I'll just be going a little faster just so I can show you guys how this is going to be looking. Now, I'm using acrylic paint, and acrylic paint dries a little fast, but it's a nice paint to use if you're doing something simple like this. It's easy to clean up as well. Okay, so I got that side of the mountain down. Now I'm going to do the second layer. This one's going to be a little bit lighter in color. Clean my brush off. Round two, here we go. Now usually it's nice to start from one side of the painting and get to the other so that you don't smear onto your painting if you're laying your hand down to rest. But if you're pretty good at holding the paintbrush up without having to rest it, then no worries, you do it the way you like. Again, I'm just trying to go a little fast so we can complete this pretty quick with each other. Okay, second mountain's done. Now, third mountain. And you know what? If you like, you don't even need to stop with 3 mountains. You can make 4 mountains if you like as well. I'm going to make one little one right here real quick. So this is my last mountain. I don't want it to match in with the other mountains, so I'm going to make it a lighter color as well. Okay. So we got our mountains down. Now, let's work on the sun right here. So, the sun's going to be pretty easy. The only hard part is making sure that we're outlining inside of the line. Try not to go outside of it, or else it'll make your sun look a little bumpy. Okay, sun's all done. Last but not least, we're going to make our sky color. The white clouds we don't need to worry about. All we have to worry about is covering up that line that we made for the clouds with the blue background. So you want to do the best you can with it. And try not to go inside of that line so that you don't have to use any white to cover it up. So here we go. I'm going to start from right to left because I'm a lefty. So it's a little easier for me so I don't cover my hand with paint. If you're a righty, it'll be good for you to start from left to right, covering the background. Since I'm a lefty, I'm going to start from the right side and then get to the left. Okay, so let's try to cover up these lines that we made for the cloud as best we can. It's okay to go over the line just a little bit. Try to be very careful to cover it. We got one side done, last side to go, and we're all done with this painting. In 5 seconds, we're going to be all done with this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, guys. So, if you followed along and you did exactly what I told you, you got yourself a nice little landscape painting. Now, sometimes it's fun to paint these in different colors. Like I made one once where I made this all blue scale. So this was a dark blue, medium, regular, light blue. And then this was a very light blue, semi-whitish. And I made a dark blue moon in the sky. So you can feel free to be as creative as you want, have some fun with it, enjoy. But hope you guys had fun. Now, lastly, I'm just going to do a little bit of patch-up work. So if you notice, there's some parts here that are a little too see-through. So I'm going to put some more paint over it just to make it look a little more nice. But other than that, we're all good, guys. Great job, everyone.
Wow, awesome job, Coach
So-
Angel.
It's always good to check if your painting's dry. I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel any more paint on that part there. So I'm going to start painting over this again just to make it a little darker.
Good idea. Stay in those lines,
Since you
Coach
already put your
Angel.
first layer, it's pretty easy to paint over again. You can go faster with this actually. But still, right here on the edges, be very careful. You don't want to cross over on accident and cover the other side with paint. Okay, so now that I got that part finished, I'm going to do the same with these two. That light one's pretty good. Hopefully some of you get these done. I would love to see them when you guys finish. It'll be really cool. Again, make sure you're being very careful with these edges. Go slow so you Don't make an accidental mistake. Whoops. Yeah, I gotcha. Last and final mountain. Okay, guys. So it looks like we're all done. Now, one thing I'll make you official artists, always, don't ever forget this, always put your signature on the bottom of your painting. So everyone can know that you made an incredible piece of art. So I'm going to put mine right over here.
Nice call. Bottom right corner, always.
And we are finished. Can't wait to see some of you
Woohoo!
guys' paintings. Good job. Thank you for following along. And I hope you guys have a fun time painting this.
Thanks,
See you
Coach
later.
Angel. Bye.
Recording. All
There
right.
it goes.
It's recording to the cloud, then I should be okay. Are you ready to start? We're not going to start recording yet. Wait, and recording. Okay.
How do I look? I just put some makeup on, just like kind of had some blemishes and all that.
Okay.